Good afternoon. My name is Sergeant Menendez Sierra. I'm with the Special Victims Division here. To my right is Lieutenant Colburn and our Captain David Angelo. We're here to discuss the arrest of Ulf Garrett Luters. He is currently charged with online solicitation of a minor and continuous sexual assault of a minor. Due to the investigation, we realized that he was involved in the Boy Scouts, and our main purpose here is to try to reach out to the families of Troop 0111, Ship 0846, and Crew 0762. And all these Boy Scout troops are in the northern part of Harris County, close to 1960 area. We are asking that the parents who had children in these troops, probably in the last, any time from today to the past 8-9 years, to at least talk to their children to make sure that there was any wrongdoing or any interaction with this gentleman, to make sure that they were safe, or just to talk to them, and if they can talk to them and get anything back, any feedback, to contact us so that we can further investigate that matter. We're going to give them our direct number, which is 713-986-3303. Again, that's 713-986-3303. And my name again is Sergeant Menendez Sierra. I'll be handling all those calls. Right now, we don't have any reason to believe that anything's happened, but we are deeply concerned just because these type of nature of crimes usually doesn't stop with one victim, so we're just very worried. So again, we're just trying to reach the parents out and give that information so that they can contact us and speak with their children.
Sergeant, can you spell your name?
MENENDEZ-SIERRA.
And for people who are not, can you tell us how long what's the overall, what is this case? How long have you guys been involved? What's he accused of?
He was arrested in August for online solicitation of a minor. Further investigation led us to charge him with continuous sexual assault of a minor. Due to the age of the victims and the victims involved, we can't divulge much more information regarding those two cases.
And then, can you tell us how he developed from August until now? Why today you believe there could be additional victims?
So we did a little research on just research that we do, background research on the suspects, and found his involvement in Boy Scouts. We reached out to them, had meeting with as many parents as we could, but realized that we may be missing some people that just weren't on record, and wanted to make sure we reached out everyone we could.
Can you tell us a little bit about your interaction with the Boy Scouts, just the organization over the course of your investigation, expound on visiting with troop leaders or families or things like that?
As soon as we notified them, they had already sent out emails barring him from any activity with the Boy Scouts. So at that point, he was removed from the program. We asked them for records of all the families that he was ever in contact with, and they provided us with 5 years of records the first day we met with them. They were also concerned about international ties because he was involved in international ties. We're still waiting for those documents.
Do you know? So was he a volunteer for 5 years then, or longer?
Longer than that, but automatically they give us 5 years. We felt we would try the 5 years first, see if we found any additional victims, and then work from there.
So how many families, approximate, have you met with?
Approximately, there's 87 families. They've all been notified by mail, but we've noticed that we might have missed a few because we've gotten phone calls from people that were not on that list. So we're trying to contact them now.
So out of the 87 families, you've got how many victims?
I can't divulge that.
Okay, he's been charged with 2 counts, though.
Yes.
And were the 2 among the 87 families?
I can't divulge that.
Okay. And then, can you tell us about his international ties?
He was involved with the International Boy Scouts, and we know that he has traveled abroad as a Boy Scout, so he had interaction with children internationally.
Do you know what country?
All I can verify right now is Guatemala.
And did his employment with the city of Houston and in any of that capacity play a role in any part of this?
No, ma'am.
So that's not, you don't think working at the airport or anything like that, that's not a concern for you?
Not at this time.
Both the online solicitation charge and the continuous sexual abuse charge, are both of those counts from his time with the Boy Scouts?
I can't give that information. I can't give that information, no.
Or are his family or relatives or neighbors, those types, I mean, are those concerns too? Are they victims or where, you know that?
I can't tell you who the victims are or try to tell you if they were part of the Boy Scouts or anything like that, because that would harm our victims that we've already identified.
So you said earlier right now that you don't have a reason to believe that anything's happened, but you're deeply concerned. So right now you don't have a reason to believe that any additional, elaborate on that for me. Are you saying you don't believe that anything's happened with the Boy Scouts so far, but you're concerned about that? Or?
So all of our investigations with any type of sexual predator is concerned, they have a tendency to not just have one victim. So that is our primary concern. Not that we have any substantial proof or video or anything like that that's showing that we have additional crimes at this time.
And can you tell me what kind of volunteering he did with the Boy Scouts? Was he like a troop leader? Was he just showed up at meetings? Did he go on campouts? I mean,
So this whole Boy Scout thing's pretty new to me as well. So each one, like the troop, the chip, and the crew, are all types of different things with different age groups, and he was involved in all of those. Was involved in the International Boy Scouts and was involved in the International Boy Scouts. There's so many different levels that I get to grasp all that. That's why I'm waiting for that information from the National Boy Scouts. But he had different levels at each one, from whether it be a troop leader or other levels of whatever leadership there are in Boy Scouts.
and so do you know if he like went on overnight camping trips with these kids or went to the jamboree or traveled with them, sort of was a chaperone without parents around? Like, can you kind of, because there's a lot of Boy Scouts activities. I'm not saying aware what.
All I can say is he was heavily involved. I can't give you details as far as whether he was camping overnight with them.
Can you tell us what his job was
His job where?
with the Boy Scouts?
He just was a troop leader, I guess, in one thing, and another one he was kind of a counselor. It all depends. It's different titles. I'm not sure of all the different titles.
And so you've met in person with many families.
Correct.
And did they characterize him in a certain way? Is there some sort of consistent sort of description of how he acted amongst families and scouts?
Not really.
Were they surprised?
Yes, I imagine they were.
How many Boy Scouts do you think he interacted with over the years?
I have no idea the exact number.
So they gave you data immediately, 80 some odd families over 5 years with 3 groups or something along those lines. Do you think he first got involved around when?
I'm not sure on the date. We're still working with the National Boy Scouts on that.
How far back do you think it goes? At minimum, like you're comfortable saying?
Maybe 7 or 8 years.
And did he have a son who was in the Boy Scouts?
I can't tell you that information.
The purpose of this press conference, obviously, is to make sure that if there are any other victims out there, that they can come forward. But oftentimes in these cases, it's very difficult for victims to do that. So what would you suggest, or what would you say to those families that are still maybe on the fence about wanting to come forward?
So it's something very difficult. So we would want them to speak to the children, but not just one time. Because you can speak to a child just once and he'll tell you, no, nothing's wrong. But it's something that's progressively you'll have to continue to talk. And if you feel as a parent that something has happened, then you can always contact us and we can actually have your child forensically interviewed by a professional and take it that route. If nothing's happened, then nothing's happened, and that's great. But it's not something that usually you get an answer right away. It's a long process.
Did you get a tip, or how did you come about, how did you find this individual?
He was arrested for online solicitation of a minor.
What leads to that? I mean,
It was an investigation we were conducting.
It was like a sweep, right? You had like 200 people arrested.
No.
Or no?
No, not us, no.
But he was he arrested in August. There's a lot of people who kind of all put forth together, or?
Yeah, he was arrested on online solicitation investigation that we were conducting. And once he was arrested, we did a little background check and led to the additional charges being filed.
so it was a normal operation that you were doing, and then he came soliciting a minor.
Correct,
Is that what it is?
correct.
How were you first alerted to this? Can you describe that, or
First letter to what
to
fact?
that there may be a problem with this guy online? Did parents come forward? How did it come about?
No, he was arrested on the online solicitation. It's not something anything came forward. It was an investigation we were conducting. And from then, I said, when he was arrested, we found evidence that we were able to charge him with the continuous sexual assault.
So was that like a sting operation, or was that some?
It's an undercover operation that we
Okay.
conducted.
So you said you aren't sure how many Boy Scouts you interacted with, but that you've met with 87 families.
I have not met with 87. I've met with as many as I can, and we've contacted 87.
Okay.
But you believe there's additional families out there?
Yes.
And who's conducting the whole international?
We are working with Homeland Security, but we're still waiting on the Boy Scouts to give us that national information.
As far as, you're waiting for them to kind of give out this travel history
All
with the Boy
because
Scouts?
there's different groups in charge of the national Boy Scouts, and then there's the international Boy Scouts. So they're communicating with them and trying to get us all the information that they have on that side.
So we don't know how many times he traveled. He might have traveled to Guatemala or any other.
Correct.
So at this point, can you confirm or deny if any of the if you have any indication that there are Boy Scouts who were actually victims?
Cannot.
Okay. And then why now? I guess this came up in August. Why are we talking about it in October?
His arrest came probably a day or a couple days right before the hurricane struck us, and we were called for duty for that. So it took us a while to get everything going. And then I wanted to meet with the families that I knew for sure had some contact before I released it to the media.
And is there a specific age range for the young men he interacted with? Are they younger Boy Scouts, younger Boy
Can't give that
Scouts,
information, no.
Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts?
Are there any more questions?
Oh, I was going to ask, it looks like he's a German national. Does that impact what kind of Boy Scout organizations he could have been involved with?
That's why he's got ties to the international, correct?
So you think he might have ties to the international community in Germany
Germany?
specifically?
Not sure.
So you don't know if he's traveled to Germany?
Not sure.
All you know is Guatemala at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
That I
No.
can that I can verify, yes.
So he may bond?
Correct.
There's not like an ICE hold or anything?
No.
You guys request one?
He cannot leave the country. That's all I can tell you.
What is this bond?
I'm not sure, guys, what it came out to. It's changed several times. It was no bond, and then it changed different amounts. So,
Is he a green card holder?
no, not sure about that.
Natural
Not a citizen, no. He's
Okay.
still a German
I mean,
national.
Is it unusual
So, yes,
for
be-
people with felony charges to have an ICE hold? We would have to talk to.
Yeah, immigration.
But is it unusual for not to request one? 'Cause
We don't request them because
no, it's just.
All right, are there any more questions?